Hello everybody and welcome back. Today we are learning one of the coolest features Django gives us out of the box, the admin interface. This interface lets you manage your entire application data without writing a single line of front-end or back-end logic. Just define your models, register them, and Django automatically generates a complete dashboard where you can add, edit, update, and delete records. Now, to understand how this works, we'll create a simple book model, register it in the admin panel, create a super user, and use the admin dashboard to manage books. So let's get started. So let's explore Django's admin interface and learn how to manage your data visually from the browser. Django's admin is a powerful built-in tool that automatically generates a complete CRUD interface based on your models. Just register your models in the admin.py and Django takes care of the rest. Now, to use the admin interface, make sure that the admin app is in your installed apps, and then register your models in admins.py and create a super user and then start the server. Now, registering a model is extremely simple. Just import your model into admins.py and call admins.site.register method. Now, in our example that we'll build, we'll create a simple book model with 3 fields: title, author, and publication year. And these are the exact steps to get the admin interface working. Run the migrations, create a super user, start the server, and open the admin page. So we'll see it all in action in a worked out example on the CodeChef platform. Now, after logging in, you can see all the models you have registered, and you can add new records, edit them, and delete them, all without writing any views or templates. So let's head over to the CodeChef platform and see this example in action. So here I am on the CodeChef platform and we have an example here. Our project is called Library Project and we have built an app called Library, and we have its corresponding models.py file, views.py file, and also the admin.py file, which is the file that we are also going to focus on in this lesson. Now here on the right side, what we have open is a models.py file, and then we also have the admin.py file. Now in the admin.py file, we can see that we are registering the book model that we have created in this file. So we can see admin.site.register book. And before that, we also have to import the book model here from .models import book. So we have imported the book model and then we have registered it here in the admin.py file. So in the models.py file, you can see that we have a model called book, and that is the one we imported in our admin.py file. And we can see that the book model has 3 fields: title, author, and publication date, with their respective types and the options as you can see over here. And then one more thing to keep in mind is in the settings.py file of the main project, you can see that we have an installed apps section. Now in this install app section, we have to make sure that the django.contrib.admin is there. This will enable the use of the admin interface in your project. Now what we will do here is, first we will apply the migrations that were created, and then we will create a super user, which is the admin user, and then we will try to log in using the credentials that we have created in the admin dashboard. So first of all, let me open the terminal here and let me navigate to the correct folder, which is Library Project. And once I'm in the correct folder, I am going to make migrations and apply migrations. So the first command is python manage.py make migrations. So it says no changes detected because this is a worked out example and already the migrations were made. Now the second command is python manage.py migrate. Now this will apply the migrations. Now again, since this is a worked out example and it was already applied, it says no migrations to apply. But when you do it for the first time, you can see that the migrations get applied and the model gets created in your database. Okay, now the next step is to create the super user. Now the command for that is python manage.py create super user. Now here when I press enter, it is going to ask me for a username. So let us create a username with the name chef. So it says that this username is already taken because this again was a worked out example. So let me create another one called chef1. So that also seems to be taken. Let us say chef2. Okay, chef2 is available. Let me use that username, and the email address, let me say it is chef2@codechef.com, and the password I will say is chef2@123. And I press enter and it asks for the password again. So it gives you some validation here saying password is too similar to the username. That is okay. I am just going to bypass that because this is an example, and I'm going to say yes. And here it says super user created successfully. Alright, now let us run the project and let us try to open the admin interface. So for that, I will run the project using the commands that we have already studied, which is python manage.py run server 0.0.0.0:3000. Now when I press enter, you can see that the project is starting, and then we can see here that the default homepage loads successfully. Now let me open this in a new tab to show you clearly. And here we have this, which is the URL of our homepage, and here I'm going to say /admin. Now when I press enter, you can see that the admin interface opens and it is asking for the username and password. So let us enter the username and password that we created, which is chef2. Password is chef2@123, and I log in. Now when I log in, you can see that we can see the book model that was created here. So we have this book model, and if I click on the book model, you can see that the book objects which were already created are here. So remember, this was a worked out example. So we have two book objects that were created. The first book object is called operating system. The author is William Stallings, and then the publication year is 2008. Now if I go back, there is another book object as well, which is Let Us See by Balaguru Swami. Okay, now let me try to create another book here. So here you see you have the action to even delete selected book. So if you say you want to delete this, you can say delete selected book and then press go, and then it will ask you for a confirmation, and you can see that book has been deleted. Now it also gives you the option of adding the book yourself from this admin dashboard. So if I click on add book, it is going to ask me for the title. Let me just say Harry Potter, and the author is J.K. Rowling, and the publication year, let's say, is 1997. And I can either save and add another book, or I can save and continue editing. So let me just click on the save button here, and you can see there is another book object that is added, which is Harry Potter with the author and publication here as given. So we can see that we just added a book through the admin interface. No manually creating forms, no views, no templates. Django just builds everything for you. So this is how you can make use of the admin panel to make certain changes in your database, like adding. You can also edit things, you can also delete records and do several things in your database. So that is how you can make use of the admin panel for several works in your Django models. Awesome! Now you have learned how powerful Django's admin interface is. You saw how defining a simple model and registering it in admin.py gives you a fully functional dashboard to manage your data. We created a book model, we created a super user, logged in, and added books directly from the admin panel, all without writing any extra views or templates. Now make sure to complete the linked practice problem on the CodeChef platform for this lesson. It will help you reinforce what you have learned today. So I'll see you in the next one.